Hello guys, it's your boy SubZeroExtabyte here again, and yes, you can already see my boy Chip out there with me on this tree. We are kind of like Tarzan, if you would put it like that, only then I am then Tarzan, and it would be a bit more of a futuristic Tarzan, since Tarzan has a buddy that is a little robot, and you didn't have robots back in the days, so that is just fantastic. But in this video, I am going to do something really amazing. You might have already had a guess from the title and the thumbnail. And yes, we are going to clone a whole lot of stuff, so this better be fun. We need an evil lair though, so I think this thing over here is kind of alright, and we could do bits with this. So, let's get right into it. First, we need to lay a whole lot of grass down here, so it is going to look way better than all of that normal dirt, since the normal dirt is really ugly and we want to have an amazing looking evil lair, don't we? So, we can't have no ugly inside of our amazing little thing. We need to get rid of all the ugly that there is, so all of the dirt has to go, and the grass has to come in. We just need to do a whole lot of little changes in here, since it is looking kind of really weird with all of that grass that is against the wall, and if we just change all of that into normal stone, then it is kind of going to look like a natural cave kind of thing, and then we can like start with doing bits in here, and it is just going to look really great. And our evil lair has to look great, since we are going to use some pretty amazing looking equipment and all of that, so we do need a place that can hold that, and what is worthy of holding that, since how more cool our lair looks, the better and the more hidden in will be. That is just science, so we need to just place a lot of stone, then it is going to look like a cave, as I already said. So, the dirt has to go in now, because we are getting rid of the dirt, the stone is going to come in instead of the dirt. Dirt is just way too ugly for my lair. That is why we need all of the stone that we could gather, and then it is going to look really great. See, if I just do all of this, then it already looks better. The dirt is gone, and you can call me the dirt remover, since I remove dirt and I place stone. Now it looks cool, and that is what we needed, so that is just fantastic. The time has come though, yes, the time that we are going to choose our equipment that we are going to use in our very evil plans. And I am not sure what everything is yet, but we are just taking everything that might be handy for us, and I think that all of these things are going to be necessary. And I see this antenna, and I also see a hole in the ceiling that is just perfect for our antenna. We can just make the antenna stick out, no one will ever know about that. So, if we just kind of do this and that, then the antenna is kind of hidden between the trees, and it just looks like something. I am not sure what it is supposed to look like, but it looks alright, and it doesn't really stick out that much. I am not sure why it is sparkling stuff, but I guess that we are just way too cool for this antenna, and that the antenna knows about this, so it likes to spark or something. I don't know, maybe it is just really nervous for us. The antenna is just really weird. Let's just leave him be. That is alright. So, I think that the antenna is kind of really high, and that is really good. The antenna is really high in the sky, and that is just what we need. So now we can make the antenna go down all the way to our main base. Now we can use the electricity the antenna is going to give us for our other equipment. Then we can start with placing all of the other stuff, and it is just going to be really amazing when everything is in place. That is the only problem right now, getting everything in place. But it is just a matter of decorating and all of that, so it is kind of alright, since I like to decorate, and if I just tell myself that I am decorating, then I won't even notice that I am busy with creating an evil lair with equipment and all of that. So, we just kind of keep doing what we do, and then it is going to be alright. Not really sure how this crazy antenna thing is going to work though, since it is kind of a really weird device that we have to put underneath it, and the antenna itself is already really weird. So that is weird on weird, which is never a good idea. This life inducer thing that we have to put underneath the antenna kind of low-key looks like one of those things that you have in the playground where you can spin really hard. Yeah, you probably know which thing I am talking about. Not sure if those things have a name, but it is just one big spinner, so we are just going to call it a big spinner. But this thing that we are building right here right now is just going to be the greatest. Some wooden floor to get started, so it looks really well, and then some centrifuges. They kind of look like microwaves with little blenders inside of them, but a centrifuge is something that you also have in a washing machine, so I am not really sure about anything right now. except that these things definitely look like some kind of weird microwaves that for some odd reason open up to the top of the microwave instead of the front, so yeah, that makes them quite weird if that was even a question, but you have to give these microwaves some light. We don't want a rebellion rising thanks to no light for our microwaves, so now they have light and they can just chill here forever. But I think that the microwaves could get really lonely if we don't make it a bit cozy for them. I mean, they have each other, but I don't think that microwaves are actually that nice to each other, so we are just going to give them some coziness, and I hope that they are going to appreciate my offer. I am just going to hang a painting and I am just going to make it cozy for them. I think they are going to appreciate this a lot, and that they are going to make the things that I put in them for food and all of that taste a bit better now that I have made it really cozy for them. Well, at least they better do that or something. Otherwise I am just making this cozy for myself, but I don't need that since these microwaves are cozy enough. If you ever want to build a kitchen in Minecraft, then you should whip out these centrifuges and your kitchen will look instantly more kitchen because it now has a microwave, and then you can start microwaving stuff. Imagine Minecraft with actual microwaves. Then you need to build a crafting table, a furnace, and then a microwave. That would be kind of crazy, to be totally honest with you. And what would you put inside? So, if we just get a couple of samples that we need for like stuff, and then we just throw a bit of creeper inside of the centrifuge, and we can create something, and you have to guess what this microwave is going to create. Well, we are going to see in a couple of seconds. So, you just take like 8 samples if I am counting right. Then you just place all of those samples inside of the microwave, and then you spin it and the microwave does the rest for you. You only need to press the spin button and you only need to place the blood inside, and then the microwave does his job and it microwaves the blood, and before you know it, it does something amazing. We just put more blood in, and the middle thing is kind of the same as in a furnace. Since microwaves don't run on friendship, we need to put something in that is going to make it work, and that something is going to be coal, since coal is an amazing little thing that makes machines work since like a couple hundred years ago. So we have to thank a lot to coal, and coal has a lot to thank to us, I guess them. So, we're just chilling here taking some coal, casually putting coal inside of microwaves. Now that the microwaves are going to start working, we are going to have some quality microwaving sessions, and we can microwave whatever we want. Yes, even if there is nothing inside, but that would just be a waste of coal, so don't waste coal, and we are not going to waste any coal. Why would you just turn on a microwave without anything inside? That would just be silly, wouldn't it? Yes, I think it would be really silly. But the thing that I am wondering is, why don't the little microwaves close? Well, I think that they just kind of spin the thing in the middle that looks like a blender. Even though I am inside my own evil lair and that I trust my own gut, I still want a bit more privacy. So why don't we go ahead and close this cave in a bit so it looks a bit more like protected, I guess. But it isn't really protected. If we have a wall, and then it just looks way better and more professional, so I am going to put a wall in right here, and I think that the wall looks absolutely fantastic right here. But the microwaves are still busy microwaving blood, so we should support them for a bit, and every time that we are going to microwave we are going to upgrade something inside of this place. Besides, we need some upgrades anyways, and upgrades always look nice, so we chose to upgrade the floor for a bit since I can see that it could use some upgrades. And then it is going to look like a bit more of a futuristic kind of lair, that its owner actually likes the place and that the owner takes care of the place. And the owner is me, so I take care of the place and I won't abandon it or something. So the wood is always going to look clean, and my microwaves are always going to be on, and I will always be microwaving some stuff. So if you ever need something microwaved and you are in the area, just knock on the door and maybe we can work something out. Now that the floor is done though, what is going to be next? I don't know, but I guess that the floor looks really good, and that is really fantastic since I needed the floor to look good in order to make the microwave feel at home. But the centrifuges are actually not to be joked with since they are actually working really hard for us, so I am not sure if we really want to disrespect them. We don't want the microwaves to get wet now, do we? No, that is not what we want. So why won't we throw in one of the sub-specialties? A really good looking roof has been ordered in this evil lair, so why don't we install that right now? Well, we are going to install that right now, and we are just going to have a lot of cobblestone above our heads so it looks a bit more lived in, and it doesn't look like a really big cave where we live in. Since we are not Neanderthals, we need a place to live, and normally if you have a place where you live you want that to look really nice. And that is what we are doing right now. I mean, don't get me wrong, I kind of like the whole cave look as well, but I think that this is just an upgrade for us right now, so that is just fantastic. And then again, we can always just have a second floor to our really amazing lair, if we really wanted to. But now the microwaves are safe from the rain, and that was my main concern. I am generally concerned about microwaves. Where is this world gone to? Well, somewhere inside a cave. But of course we don't want to lose the painting, so we have to make a bit of a design thing right here so it can stay. But we now have a roof on our head and a bit of a hole near our roof. But that is alright, since Sub the Thatcher is on the job and he is going to fix that problem right now, since that is his main concern. I mean, it kind of looks pretty cool from the outside as well as it looks from the inside, so it would kind of be a waste if we would have this nice thing go to waste. So I guess that we are going to place some glass, so we can see from the inside and from the outside as well. But from the inside it is still going to be dry, so it is basically some design that has thought of everything without even thinking about everything. That is how amazing that was. But now we are just kind of chilling outside, putting our coal away, and I think that our evil lair looks really amazing right now. We have really made it into kind of a house, and I think I also like it from a little distance away. It is just something that you can come across on and just think like, oh, that is kind of amazing. But you better not get down here and see that I have these microwaves, since if you see that then you are in a lot of trouble and I don't know what to do with you. So please just don't bring yourself in trouble and just chill and not get down there where I live with the microwaves. Luckily for us, we have a really protected house with these walls and this really amazing ceiling with a bit of glass in it, so it just looks really dope. And from the inside I believe that you can amuse yourself really well. You can just watch the playground thing spin around, and if you want you can make yourself some food in the microwave if you wanted to. But I am not really sure what is happening at the moment. But I think that the spinning thing is spinning so hard that we are kind of getting pushed into a corner, but you just wear some boots and then it is okay again. So we are now just going to do some stuff with this spinning thing, and I am not sure if we really want to discharge safety, but that would be kind of cool to be honest. So, we are sure, and now the thing has stopped spinning, so what are we going to do now? Since that was the whole reason that we had the antenna and stuff. But I guess that we are now just going to take some Easter eggs and have some fun with those, since my playground fun is gone now. But we have mixed some stuff and we can just spawn normal chickens, but as you also could see we can also spawn some really weird Enderman, and they are just weird. And then we get some kind of weird chicken soup if we spin really hard, and that is okay since the chicken soup is spinning everywhere, and now we have been left with a piece of chicken. That is alright if it isn't done yet. We can put it in the microwave if we wanted to. So now that we have a lot of chicken soup and we also have a lot of really weird sample pieces, what are we going to do with those? I don't know, maybe we could make soup out of them as well. And the last soup was looking pretty good. We just threw a chicken egg against a spinner thing and the poor chicken just became soup, so I am really sorry for the chicken, but I guess that I couldn't stop it when I already did the deed. But now we are just taking some stuff, and I think this is pretty dangerous since we just spawned a couple of human, and these baby humans are really humans. They are just little humans. You could say that they are babies, but they all have their own skin, so this is kind of really cool. They also have own names, so it is kind of scary as well. You can give them things, I guess, so that is kind of cool. But we have got a lot of people in now and they are just kind of not doing anything, which is pretty weird since they have been basically just born. They are all kind of cool though. Some of them have suits and stuff and they are all just kind of looking really cool. But none of them have a green t-shirt, so joke's on them. So, with all of these sparkling things, you could say that it is some kind of party. But I don't see it that way since I don't know where Chip is anymore. Oh no, he is just standing near the exit as a true bodyguard. But can you imagine how small these humans are? They are the same size as Chip, and Chip is not really big, so they are just really small. Chip is a really amazing robot though, never forget about that. But I don't think that he would be a really good bodyguard. But then again, he is the same size as these baby humans, so I guess that he could do some bits. But yeah, this is my failed cloning facility. You could truly say that I have failed since I took a lot of time out of my pocket to make this thing, and I tried to understand all of the things that were inside of the lair. But I guess that you can't have everything in life, and I don't think that it was the plan to create a lot of humans just like that. So if you see this some guy that is going to come across this place in a couple of years, stay out because there is lightning inside, and there are also a lot of people inside that are building a party. with a really weird Enderman. So, I am not really sure what they are going to do in there, but I hope that they are going to amuse themselves in there while they still can. Talking about amusing yourself, I hope that you guys enjoyed watching me failing in cloning, and I also hope that I will catch you guys in the next video of mine. If you are planning to stick around.